more art talk, cyclical conversations about whatever it is I'm thinking about. Not a whole lot. I've been thinking a lot as I'm making these videos, and again, so far no one's watched them. Not really necessarily worried about that. More concerned with just working out my thoughts about what it means really to be an artist. I think that's really what this is about, is what it means to be an artist, to be yourself. I've been graced or blessed, whatever you want to call it, with this opportunity to have some time as an adult to focus on my creativity. I wouldn't say it's scary or daunting or seems kind of like this, like, hard thing to do, because I've been trying to do it, I guess, more part-time than a quote-unquote full-time. From my 20s, trying to get into graduate school and successfully getting into graduate school, and thinking this is so crazy to be indebted to the quote-unquote system for a lot of money, and really only to have pieces of paper to show for it and experiences, and hope that diligence, networking, and just kind of being in the right spot at the right time would do something, for the career of it. And you realize that there are literally hundreds and thousands of other people who are doing the same exact thing as you and hoping for the same thing. And the truth is, the older that I've gotten, I won't say that there isn't an art buying market, but people aren't necessarily aware of the power of the arts. It's not just about painting and drawing. It's about music. I was just watching a little behind the scenes segment about John Williams, composer. If you've never heard of him, you're living under a rock in some far-off galaxy. It's a galaxy. It was about Star Wars. And this person was commenting in the scene about how listening to his music and buying a record, back when people actually bought actual music, not just digital downloads, it moved him, and it was really the first time that a piece of music had moved him. And I've been thinking about that, and coupled with all this research and kind of poking and prodding at trying to sell art on the internet as some kind of part-time business. And I came across a video of this woman. She was saying, you shouldn't be making art to make money. I was watching another video before that about this other gentleman talking about, art school's not teaching you to think of yourself as a business and run yourself as a business and growing a business. I hate that phrase. I don't know why it sits so wrong with me, but it does. Grow the business. Working in corporate jobs I've had, oh my God, I hate hearing that phrase. But what I'm trying to figure out and really understand with my own thoughts is, again, marrying all of that. I really don't want to get up and go to some job because I think in the end that's all that it really is. You're servicing some kind of a system if you will, of keeping people really just enslaved. Some people are smart enough to realize it, but they don't know how to go about it. I find myself in that group. So recognizing the shackles that are on you and trying to figure out your own way to take them off. It's not slavery in that you're forced, it's slavery in that you think you're forced. I've made choices. I bought a house, did all these things to try to help the system work for me, because that's what I was taught. Can't say it's all wrong. Can't say it's all right either. But that's just what's worked for me. That's just been my experience. Maybe my experience when I watch this 10 years from now, or somebody comes across this 10 days from now, whatever, it might be a different experience. But that's sort of the point of it all. I don't think I'm trying to make art just to sell. I'm trying to make art because it's what I want to do, and because the power of art, whether it's paintings, drawings, whatever types of paintings or drawings, music, different songs, that's why you do what you do. It's okay to make money off of something that you're good at. What's that phrase? Never do something for free if you're good at it. But it's the power of the arts that can move not just you, but anybody, really. We're all human, we all feel. It's the power of hearing a perfectly timed piece of music in a movie. You know, it's what gets you inspired when you hear something, because it triggers a memory, it triggers an emotional response, and that's really what it's about. And I happen to think that the visual arts, although they've dropped off in years, I think they've changed. You know, the visual arts are kind of dominated by, not by painting and drawing and those things that are done by hand, but are done by computer-generated images and things. You go to movies and you see these amazing things. But I think it will make a comeback. The further digital the world goes, the more impressive the skill of mixing paint and applying it to a surface. Charcoal, I miss doing charcoal drawings. Get your hands dirty. It's maybe my favorite memories of art school. Well, I don't know what else to say right now, so I'll just stop there.